Tiny little trickle today. Welcome back, guys. We are at Kings Bluff hiking area. Taking the kids hiking because it's a nice day, but we're also keeping an eye out for muscadines. We're hoping to stumble on some. You can find them scattered all over the Ozarks. I'm hoping we run across some. They ripen up about this time of year, so we're going to be looking for some. Hopefully find enough to make a batch of jelly. They make some good jelly. So we're going to be keeping an eye out for some of them and see what we can find. Right here, this is muscadine vine. It's kind of like a grapevine in appearance. It grows up in then woods like this. I don't see any on this one, but we'll probably find some here in a minute. You might remember a while back we came up here. So Kings Bluff and Pedestal Rocks are both at the same location. Pedestal Rocks is the loop off to the left, and Kings Bluff is the loop to the right. And we did Pedestal Rocks earlier in the spring. This is getting late in the summer now. We did Pedestal Rocks with the kids. And Kings Bluff is about the same length as Pedestal Rocks. I think they're both around 2 miles. I think Kings Bluff is a tiny bit longer. Oh, sorry. I'm looking for muscadines and hiking and talking all at one time, and that's a challenge for me. And try not to trip over anything or step on any snakes. So, but anyway, yeah. Pedestal Rocks, Kings Bluff, both really pretty hikes. Kings Bluff has a waterfall at the bluff. It probably won't have much water; it'll just be a trickle right now. But after a good rain, it's a pretty neat waterfall, and you can hike. There's a way to get down below it too, which is kind of neat. But it's a little bit more of a challenge. But beautiful area, nice views. We like hiking here. I don't know how many times we've hiked it, but it's a fun trail, pretty easy. We bring the kids out here. They're back behind me just a little ways, but we're gonna hike along. I'll show you the view of the bluff and everything, and hopefully I'll stumble on some muscadines here pretty soon, because I'm kind of wanting some. I don't really like to eat them. I don't care for the flavor so much, or the texture of them to just eat them. I just like the jelly. Most of the trail is pretty well flat, a little bit rocky, but just about like this, and maintained pretty well. This is a pretty high traffic area, so it's usually in pretty good condition. It'll be a little muddy sometimes, but overall it's a pretty well maintained trail. Here's a couple right here. I finally found a couple. We found a few back at the beginning, not very many, but there's a few of them right here. Hopefully I find some more pretty quick. There's just a couple right here. Squirrel barking over there somewhere. I can't see them, but there's one right over there in those trees, making me want to go squirrel hunting. I think I might wander over there where those squirrels are at. I don't know if they eat muscadines or not, but it wouldn't surprise me. I might go check and see what's over there. Probably just some good hickory tree, or probably acorns or something. They're big fans of acorns. But I'll have to go squirrel hunting before long too. This is looking down the creek bed. There's hardly any water running here. This is Kings Bluff. And after a big rain, there'll be quite a bit going off the edge here. It's a pretty tall waterfall. I don't remember how tall exactly, but it's pretty tall. Definitely a spot if you got little kids like we do to watch them at this bluff line. It's got railing, but a little kid could go right through it pretty easy. little trickle today. Crack right there, stay away from that. If you fell down through there, you could fall right through that. Okay. Well, the muscadine picking was pretty much a bust. We found a few, but there just wasn't much on the vines that were around there. We got about a handful, and that was about it. But that's just how muscadine. Sometimes they'll make really well in certain areas. Sometimes they won't, and sometimes you'll have a vine, and right next to it there'll be a vine that doesn't have any, and the next one will. So that's just how wild muscadines are. But we may look around a little bit more. I think we've probably got another week or so before they all fall off the vine, but we might get to look for some next weekend. We'll see. But I got a few things in. So I got some new headlights for the Suburban. They're just basic headlights, nothing special. I got to put those in. The ones we have are the original ones. They're all cloudy and stuff. I've also got a Midland radio here, EMRS 2A radio. We get this installed in the Suburban for communications. I've already got CB in the Suburban and in our truck, and we'll talk back and forth if we're in both rigs going down the road on those. And I like to have those for emergencies on long trips or something on the interstate. If you want to hear about traffic or something, sometimes you can learn some stuff from the truckers. But it's the main reason I got those, and it's just some antennas. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Silly boy. And then the other thing I got is this right here, which is a Dexter brake actuator, and that is for the camper. So I've got to put it on, and I've got the breakaway cable and battery. You're being silly. I got the other stuff coming so I can get a full brake system on the trailer and utilize the old Suburban rear brakes on it, so I gotta get new. And our Suburban needs rotors and pads as well, so I'll probably put all new across the board on all this here pretty quick. I gotta find a place to mount this thing and get it tied into the old brake lines and get the power hooked up to it, the battery, breakaway cable. So I got quite a bit of stuff to do on that, so I'll be working on that soon. And I think I got a few more parts coming in. And those dogs are all excited. The neighbors have a bunch of dogs for some reason. I don't know, they're obnoxious. Anyway, I think that's all. Thanks for watching. Come back, see us do this, and work on this crazy camper some more soon. See you later.